Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.
Good morning. My name is Mr. Brown. I'm from Australia. Here is my card.
Thank you. I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Brown. My name is Kathy Pulis, the representative of Green Textile Import and Export Corporation.
Pleased to meet you too, Ms. Pulis. I travel a lot every year on business, but this is my first visit to your country. I must say I have been much impressed by your friendly people.
Thank you for saying so. Have you seen the exhibition halls? On display are most of our products, such as silk, wool and knitwear, cotton piece goods, and garments.
Oh, yes. I had a look yesterday. I found some of the exhibits to be fine in quality and beautiful in design. The exhibition has successfully displayed to me what your corporation handles. I've gone over the catalog and the pamphlets enclosed in your last letter. I've got some idea of your exports. I'm interested in your silk blouses.
Our silk is known for its good quality. It is one of our triennial exports. Silk blouses are brightly colored and fully designed. They've met with great favor overseas and are always in great demand.
I guess I'm just a little nervous. I'm giving everything I have to invoking, and
what if it doesn't work out, right?
Exactly.
You need to quit thinking like a loser. Invoking is going to kick butt. You know how I know?
How?
Because I won't let it fail.
But what about tomorrow? What if Stars.com decides to go with WebTracker, and not us? I need help figuring out how to use this phone.
Sure. First you pick up the receiver and hit one of the first 3 buttons. Do you hear a tone?
Yes, I hear the tone.
Okay, now you dial 9 on the keypad. Do you hear the tone change?
Yes, it changed.
Well, when you hear it change, that means you have an outside line. Where are you trying to call?
I am trying to call home.
Okay, well, to dial to the outside you just now dial the number. For a call inside the company just hit the extension number. Do you know the extensions?
Yes, I have a list of extensions.
Well, if you ever need help with an extension, you can dial 0.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes,
I'm phoning about the job that was in the paper last night.
Oh, yes. Well, could you tell me your name, please?
Oh, Candida Fawcett.
Oh, yes. Well, what exactly is it that interests you about the job?
Well, I just thought that it was right up my street, you know.
Really? Well, could you perhaps tell me a little about yourself?
Yes, I'm 23. I've been working abroad.
Where exactly have you been working, please?
Who's in charge of the construction project?
We've taken on a civil engineer on a 9-month temporary contract. He'll oversee the whole project. In fact, we're having a project meeting at 3 p.m. this afternoon, allocate responsibilities and finalize the time schedule. Why don't you join us?
I can't, I'm afraid. I've got another meeting scheduled for 2:30 p.m. You must like negotiating a lot. People are saying, you are a super negotiator.
Ha, I am flattered. Actually, when it comes to negotiate, you don't need to like it. You just need to understand how it works.
I am not good at it by any means. Give me some advice.
Well, generally speaking, if you want to change someone's mind or understand his position, you have to put yourself in his shoes. Understand his need and the cost for his need. And then you work together to find a solution.
Sounds easy, but how can I apply to practice? I am thinking about applying for more reimbursement for my mobile bill. But I am afraid our boss will turn me down.
Okay. As John After Kennedy put it, let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate.
Do you have any certificate that has something to do with tourism?
Yes, I have the tour guide certificate.
Why do you choose our travel agency?
Because your travel agency has a good fame in this market. What's more, all the staff here are working very hard. I like doing some challenging job.
Acknowledgements play a necessary part in the interview.
Sure, kind acknowledgements can show one's good attainment.
We often ignore the acknowledgements in our daily life, and consider them as disposable.
Actually, that's not true. Acknowledgements can help you leave a good impression on others, especially in the public places.
We should particularly pay attention to acknowledgements in the interview.
In the beginning of the interview, it is best that you make acknowledgements for the opportunity of the interview.
Don't forget to say, "Thank you," when you take a seat.
Make acknowledgements as well when the interviewer thinks highly of your dressing, experience, or words.
You can win a good impression of the interviewer in this way.
Acknowledgements can also help the job hunters to show their good attainment.
Finally, at the end of the interview, make acknowledgements to the interviewer again.
Smiles and kind attitudes are the basics of acknowledgements.
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask some things about work for this company?
Not at all. Go ahead.
I've heard that the company is very strict with its staff. Is that true?
Not really, so long as you follow all the regulations.
If you make mistakes in your job, you'll be fired. Is that right?
No, everyone has a chance to correct his or her mistakes. The most important thing is to be responsible for your work.
Working here involves a busy schedule and overtime. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. We are always busy. The company attaches great importance to high efficiency. Sometimes we have to work overtime, but not always. And we have extra pay for extra work.
It seems that working in a foreign enterprise is not the same as I expected. Thank you for your help. I fired Mr. Lee today.
That's terrible.
Your resume mentioned that you had been the surveyor, which was a concurrent job, of a certain market survey company. What was your main work content?
My main duties include designing survey sheets, transferring them to the dispatchers, making telephone covering on blurred information and processing the data and doing the primary analysis.
What had you gained mainly from this survey activity?
First, it was how to design survey sheets according to the subjects, because we had to prevent the questions from being too influential and we must make sure that every question was balanced and equitable. Secondly, it was how to get information through telephone covering in the fastest and most effectively way, because the person doing the survey usually doesn't have the patience to wait for long feedback. So the way we put up questions must be clear and direct, and only by this means can we get accurate data.
I see myself as being honest, diligent, persevering and creative. And I have a strong sense of responsibility.
How about your psychological resilience?
I think I can work well under pressure, if necessary.
How would you deal with those who are not easy to get along with?
I will just be sincere and friendly to others, and I believe they will treat me the same way.
You seem to be a kind-hearted lady.
Thank you. I simply believe the goodness of human nature.
Please tell me your weaknesses if you can.
I should admit that sometimes I care too much about the details. I am always in pursuit of perfection. Thank you for calling ABC Company. May I help you?
I'm Lu Yi. I'd like to speak to Mr. Smith.
Sorry, we have two Smiths, Robert Smith and James Smith. Which one would you like to speak to?
I'd like to speak with Mr. Robert Smith.
He is on the line.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.